I'm going to quickly show you the steps involved in using one of these ecoATM kiosks, which give you cash for old phones, iPods, tablets, and MP3 players. Before doing this, make sure your device is charged, assuming it can still charge at all. Also, make sure you do a factory reset if you can, just to be safe. If you do not know how to do a factory reset on your device, just Google it, and you should be able to find a video or some instructions on how to do it. So I'm at the kiosk here, and I'm going to start by touching the screen. Notice here it says you can get an offer on your device from their website ahead of coming up to the kiosk. I did not do that, so I'm going to select price and sell. It says to turn on the device, which I did. Note, I think you can still proceed if your device does not power on at all. I think it'll give you less money in that case. Also notice it says you have to be 18 years old and you need to have your ID ready to prove it. And I'll get to that part in a second. I'm going to select got it. Here it's asking if you brought your device. If you don't have it with you, you can sit here and use the machine to get an estimate on whichever device you have. That sounds like it might be a pain in the butt to do, but it is an option. Since I have mine with me, I'll select yes. Here you have to select what device it is, and then you have to specify which of the 4 conditions it is in. Powers on and is charged. It powers on but is not charged. It doesn't power on, and it powers on but the screen doesn't respond. And notice it shows a broken screen right there. So I selected powers on and is charged. You have to indicate which brand it is. Then it tells you to remove it from the case if you have it in one. Select I removed it. It'll print a QR code. So go ahead and tear that off and select I've got it. The QR code is a sticker and it'll instruct you to put it on the back of the phone. And once you've done that, select It's Attached. It says to throw the label backing into the trash slot on the side here. Select Next. Indicate what type of charging port it has. If you don't know, there's an option for I'm not sure. Accept the terms. I'll flash the text of those terms on the screen for you here. You can pause and read them if you want. By the way, if you're finding this video useful, feel free to hit that like button. It'll then open up a compartment. Once it's open, you have to mount the phone on top of the jack, like you're charging it. The screen will indicate it detects it if you pushed it on there enough. It'll then examine the phone, and at some point, it'll tell you to hit the button that says close the door. When you do that, it's going to trap your phone in there while it does some other research on it. But notice there's a return my device option over here. The door is now closed. It'll do some thinking and eventually ask if you want to be on their mailing list. So go ahead and answer that. It'll ask you if it's an unused device, a primary device, or both. This question confuses me because I used the phone a long time ago, and at that time it was my primary, but it isn't right now, and it's not unused. So none of these options are relevant to me, but I went ahead and chose unused device because I'm not using it right now, so maybe that makes sense. It does a lot of thinking and eventually lands you on the offer screen right here. It's offering me $1. Notice that it knows what the screen condition is. That's probably what it did when it took it inside. Select sell it if you want to accept the offer. If not, select no thanks. Indicate how you want to be paid. Then you'll want to insert your photo ID into this slot here. It'll take it in like an ATM card, and then it'll spit it right back out. Now it wants to take a photo. Note, it'll be comparing this photo to the one that's on your ID. So try to pose and look the same way as you do on your ID, if that's possible. The camera is above the screen here. Then it'll ask for a thumbprint. Then it'll do some more thinking. For me, it did not like my photo and it asked me to take it again. And this time I stood further back because before I think I cut off the top of my head because I was too close to the screen. It accepted it that time. And then it'll ask you if you want an email receipt. You can select skip if you don't. Then either select I'm all done or add another device. Indicate you are ready to be paid. Here it's asking for your phone number so that you can be sold something. Luckily there's a no thanks button. It'll dispense the cash and it'll ask you if you would recommend this machine to somebody else. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.